So this we'll see kind of what's going on. Let's see what we pull. Discord. Yep. Quest. Achievements. This is where we level up super quick. Oh yeah, get me some cake. Oh yeah. Get it, girl. Okay, so lock, unlock, change the avatar. Feeds TTTT. Okay, and then change avatar. And we'll change it to how I look in the mornings. Claim, claim, claim. Level 4, claim. Boy. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what else we get on our summoning. So we'll summon. Alright. So 4 hours, so it's 8:17, so 12:17 is when we'll stop, boys. Oh yeah, we got those potions. We'll just do the auto on these things. And then I'll use the potions in just a second.
Delicious.
Small?
Delicious.
Did you have fun with all the people yesterday, Cornelius? They liked you. Everybody wanted to take you home. That Lena girl, Cam, the baby. I told them that we had a saddle for you and that he could ride you, and they said, "Really?"
Did we have the salsa?
Who?
Did we?
I didn't touch the salsa.
There's salsa in here. Shit. Hell yeah.
Did we get rid of the chips?
Yeah, but we have like 3 other bags of chips left. Doesn't matter.
Oh, but those chips are good because they have that spicy stuff on them.
Get it free.
Yes, ma'am.
We cannot afford chips.
We can hoard whatever we want. We can hoard whatever we want.
Oh, I'm in it. Hi. Who's watching?
I don't know, people. I don't know, people. What are you gonna watch?
What am I gonna watch?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna make myself a breakfast taco.
Oh.
Wish we had a little bit of beef or something.
Well, we do.
Chorizo.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm not really hungry though right now. Still full from yesterday.
Good. You ate a lot.
Not really.
Get out of my kitchen.
Just had one big meal.
What are you eating? Come on, Cornelius, come here. Let's go to your house.
Start calling him Duck Hunter. Are we about to lose on freaking what? Oh my god. What's going on with this auto here? I didn't know it was possible to lose on this. I guess they've severely nerfed Angel's early game? Oh please. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh. Oh, I can't even use it to level 6? That's unfortunate. We'll equip. It's not very good. It's actually pretty bad. That's not bad. It's gonna be super expensive to take these off too. It's upsetting. It's okay. We'll get him level 4 though. Gives me the one thing I didn't need. That's cool, I guess. There you go, crit rate. You have 4% crit. Take that. That's a victory. Let's see, where's my Discord? Discord Rooney. Media. Where is it? Did we get rid of it? Alright, so let's go back to that real quick. We can't miss early. You can't miss early stars like that. It's a little annoying. Put the Crusader on. We won't let it happen. Because we're gonna kill them all. We're gonna doink them. We're gonna do a whole lot of doinking. We're gonna do some doinking here. Doinking here and doinking there. The reason why I'm doing the auto here is because it's a little bit faster too. And since I'm running a blue stacks, they're running a couple frames behind anyways. So you want to use as much time to the best of your ability, or utilize your time to the best of your ability. I don't want to use the most time. My English this morning is deficient. There we go. Because we're the heroes here. Another green shard. Maybe we'll pull something cool. I don't get why it resets you here. It's kind of annoying. So we'll 3-star the first one, and then we won't worry about starring for the rest of it. Oh, Riley's such a good ability. That's why Longbeard is actually really strong. I feel like Longbeard's too. His ability where everyone can attack you is just super good. And I feel like he's a very underrated legendary, but it could just because not enough people have him to try him out. But it may be situational too, right? But if you're running where 4 people have Giant Slayer and they're attacking Clan Boss, I feel like that's an alarmingly good ability. Even though it's got like a 5-turn cooldown on it. But still, a lot of times people get attacked. And we're about to have the, what you would call it then? The tavern open. Get to capitalize on that tavern. Oh, baby. Level 7. Oh boy, here we go. We'll kill the boss, and then we'll go back and equip real quick, and we'll celebrate the fact that we get a war priest, and we're gonna chug a lug. Chug a lug real quick. It's gonna be a little bit more laid back today. So if we don't, we should get to like tier 8, tier 9 campaign in 4 hours. But since we're running April, we should be a little bit faster than we were before. I think we got tier 10. No, yeah, we cleared tier 11 at 8 hours with Gaelic, and that was kind of fapping around a little bit. So we'll be a little bit more efficient today and see if we can do that same thing with a better starting hero that goes into it. So we will test the waters and find out what we can do. And then of course, like I said, this will be a spend build. This will be a spend run just to see if it's possible. I'd be curious to see what the difference is and how quickly we can do this. So rally, doink, doink, doink. Then we attack. And then congratulations. How could we do this? Oh yeah, war priests and everything. So let's go look. Okay, so this is the spin I was talking about. So we'll do that. Okay. So that's all we'll do. We'll just do $10 spin, just to get an idea. And then what we'll do is, before we equip, we'll summon. Watch me get like 3 legendaries. I'd be so tilted. No, I'd be tilted because I'd be playing with this account more, but it'd be so silly. So far, nothing good. Judge is actually Dookie. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a fucking meme. Couldn't get it on any accounts that I actually need it on, and I get it on just a throwaway account. Well, no longer a throwaway, I guess. Let's see, create post. Oh my goodness. Oh look, legendary skill. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. Okay, well, Lugan. So I've never played with Lugan, so we'll find out real quickly how he plays. So let's look at his skills. He's HP hero, crushing blow, attacks one enemy, heals all allies except his champion by 10% of the damage inflicted. Damage inflicted is proportional to max HP. Place 6% increased defense buff on the champion for 3 turns. Also places 50% protection buff on all allies for 2 turns.
attacks while enemies has 8% chance of placing a block. Cooldown skills. Okay. So it's HP and attack. Well, howdy doody, motherfuckers. So let's equip our Aethel here. Let's see. Versus what? We're going to need to replace most of the stuff because we're about to get the Maiden Freeze. I don't really care for it. So War Priest is going to probably be our way to go. And then we have a clan boss character right there. Crush. Takes an extra hit. Debuffs. Heals the target person. Brenner's the one that does the increased attack and revives, I think. Yeah, Unbury. Well, we'll try it. We will try. Okay, so let's quest. That's so stupid. I mean, it's cool that I got legendary. I just didn't want it on this account. Oh my god. Well, boys. I forget, did he have aura? Does Lucan have an aura? No. Well, should have no problem getting through it now. And of course, getting a legendary is really just gives you a lot of. I mean, it's such a power shift. It's $10, so pay to win, I guess. And then of course he's hitting 4 or 5k already with unstatted gear. It's so silly. It's so silly. Tavern log, whatever. Well, it's very fortuitous to get a legendary, and I've never played with Lugan, so I guess I'll use him. He actually seems really strong with the AoE heal. That's you could run that with like War Priest. You could actually stack War Priest and Lugan, and then probably clear through everything as far as like 3-star and stuff. Lugan's so offensive, even though he's like an HP hero. Might just have to do that. Of course, it's gonna take longer to level too because he's a 5-star. XP requirements a lot more, but still, look at he's just trucking people. I should say, look at him. As my Aethel trucks the things. Boom, 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 boom. bum, 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 bum. Well, RNG's was with us today. I wish I'd been more prepared for like a serious run then. I knew this was gonna happen. But I mean, no one gets this lucky on a run that they actually try and do, right? He does decent chunk damage. Obviously, the level's a little bit slower, but still, this would be a quick clear. Because I think a lot of the issues that you run into in 5, I won't be able to send them obviously. But it'll still give me a lot of advantage in a lot of those areas. So maybe I can skip having to do Minotaur and stuff like that to do it. So it will be a good time. And of course, trucking through this stuff. Yeah, that's pretty nutty. And then when he gets his full life here, I'll switch. I guess I could probably switch from the stuff to like Grinner or something. I don't know if I should level Grinner or Priest. It's kind of a hard decision. I might actually just do, instead of Crusader, I'll do War Priest. And that way I can have that leveled. Because with Lugan, I'm not too worried about it. I'll have decent enough damage output.
Look, babe.
Yes, love?
I made myself a breakfast taco.
Nice. Looks good. Looks very good. Nope. Lugan the Steadfast. It's actually a pretty good hero. It's actually a really strong hero. I mean, nothing too compelling, but if you HP stacked him, he could hit pretty hard with a high crit. So do like crit damage with HP and HP percent. And then you just clock people for 20-30k as a tank. It's like a mini Sir Nicholas. Little mini Sir Nicholas. Ain't no problem with that, right? Bum, 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 bum. We'll love the War Priest. I really want to love the War Priest because she's gonna be much higher tier than I guess I should update the channel, update the thing. Legend. 4-hour normal clear. Bum, 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 bum. So he just doinks. It's a good problem to have, just doinking like that. And he's a good affinity too. Because it'll offset all the red that you, or the force that you come into. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to this real quick. Level 10. Oh my god. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's okay. I'll take the reduced crit attack for that. Because running a full HP set's going to be far better than running speed. Okay. And it's all percent HP too. Yeah, he's gonna be a dirty little bird. Oh yeah. We're not even gonna be bashful about it at this point. So we'll get up there. Not sure if the accuracy is the thing I want to care about the most. Okay, we'll just plus everything to 4. We don't want to waste a lot of silver on that. If we can avoid it. So, get plus 4 on everything, and then we'll go through it. Okay. I think 15% attack will be better, so we'll just replace the helm and the boots on Aethel, and we'll put everything else on the War Priest. And Grinner will be the weak link there. Okay. Just plus 4. So we want HP. Can we luck out and get HP? Yeah, we can. Well, this is probably the best RNG I've ever gotten in this game. So glad it's on my non-important account. So glad. Okay, so Aethel, we'll just... We're just gonna go ahead and do it, yeah. Equip. She'll go just full attack. Okay, and then where's my War Priest? Equip. 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 Okay. We'll collect. Hello. Progression rewards. We like progression rewards. And XP boosts. Holy guacamole. Okay. So no one tier 3. Oh, I should have collected that. Whatever. Just do it. Collect. Now we get to watch Lugan just destroy stuff. Evil Priest. I don't mind leveling Crusader, but I don't feel like he's super significant at the moment because we've got Lucan. Yeah. Oh my god. He's just gonna truck people. Oh, this is so stupid. I mean, it's awesome, but it's stupid. This is where they say pay to play is totally unfair, but it's a $10 spin. Most people will admit this to spending $10 on the game. doinking them so hard through the shields. That's awesome. Dungeons unlocked. Well, considering I won't be able to get an ascension on him for a while, I'm not too worried about it. Take a fuck ton of potions to get him up there. That's the only unfortunate part, is that you really, aside from Elden Ring, you can't really progress him that much unless you spent the $50, whatever they offer you on those ascension packs. So there is some downside to it, but nothing that's like super significant, because this would be an account that I'm gonna level up and I guess play. Mainly so I can see what his end game looks like. So there'd be an investment on that. It's unfortunate. It's a little unfortunate, but can't complain when you get a legendary, right? Not when you always want that to come. So bang. Ooh, a Skellag. I feel like if I got a legendary on my first account this early on, it would have been like a total game changer, like what mine said. Be probably a lot more apt to spend money. It's just nutty. It's super nutty, which is probably the best part about it. And he's not like a war chief or anything that like you have to like really build into to make him do damage. This is actually a pretty good hero overall. AoE heals, which early on just hella overpowered. HP damage, so all you have to do is stack life, which you don't typically get to do for damage. And then of course you roll, I end up rolling HP percent plus HP gear with attack on it. And speed. So I'll probably be that guy people complain about in Bronze 1. Oh, that guy's pay to play, pay to win. Yeah, probably. Just a little bit. It's just so nutty how much damage he does. Doink. And his scale, it's good because his scalability is so much better than a lot of the other legendaries that you could get early game, because of the fact that when he levels, his HP goes up plus his attack goes up. So effectively, you're getting a dual increase in his damage output, as to where on a traditional hero, like an attack only hero, you only benefit from one attribute on that. So this is actually, of all the legendaries I could think of that would be super optimal for early game, this would probably be one of the better ones, because of the right rolls and everything. And again, this is just spending $10 on the game when I just happen to luck out on this. So it's just so nutty how much damage he does. And of course, getting speed on him, he's always going to get his buffs off first, plus his share HP. Just doing the auto to make this part faster until we get to 5. But even then, I'd be curious to see once we get to 5 how it's going to be, because of how strong this guy is. So I'll use my potions on Aethel to get her leveled up that we get from the free gear pack. So we'll do that. We'll do that once we get to 5, just to see. And then of course this composition right here is really tanky, because once I get some gear on Grinner, even just HP, his res will offset any issues that I potentially have, unless they target him first, which even then, not too worried about it. I wish I could ascend him more. I do wish I could ascend him more though. But it is what it is. See that just doinking. No issues, just doinking. We might be able to clear in 4 hours, and we might even be able to 3-star within like 8 hours. Probably less. I'd prefer if you didn't kill my grinner there, bud. Come on. Oh my gosh. No. 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 We got doinked on. We got doinked on, boys. Okay. Special ancient pack. You know, I'd get that pack and then it would summon like get like 2 more legendaries out of it. Just a meme. Okay, so what do we have that we can put on Grinner? Doesn't really matter what, because this stuff's what, attack based? Yeah, of course it is. Equip. 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 We don't necessarily care about being able to do anything in Grinner. He just needs to survive long enough for everyone else to do their stuff. So, and we unlock dungeons too, so we're probably going to we'll probably go into dungeons pretty quickly. So. You get a text from my buddy calling me son of a bitch. Blue, if you're out there, buddy, I'm sorry. And the sad part is this account was just the meme account. I was just doing a speed run for the sake of doing a speed run. Oh my gosh. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I can give you this account if you want. So you can have a legendary. The account you have is awesome. You have a Gore Grab, you have a Relic Keeper, you got a Cold Heart. Oh no, it's not trash. You should make another post on Reddit though. Let everyone know that I'm live. That'd be cool. No, this account's not trash. It's got a freaking Lucan, man. This dude's gonna meme through all of Brutal. Like, he does so much damage because his damage is based off of HP, so you just HP stack with him with crit damage, and you're good. I mean, it's just kind of dopey how I said it's been $10 on this account, and then ended up getting a freaking legendary. The universe is trolling Mike, because I opened some shards on my main account, and I got 2 Gore Grab pulls. My Gore Grab's already maxed out, so they're literally just food. for eventual 5 stars that I'm gonna work on. That's so sad. Get to the point where even epics are becoming like food for skill ups. I know, it's such a hard problem to have too. It's such a hard problem to have. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. We're just auto this part. We're probably gonna auto through a decent amount of the normal stuff since Lugan is just kind of trucking through people. We'll know by tier 5 if we have any struggles, but I don't think we will, to be honest. Lugan seems super tanky, and plus his healing output's really strong. But we shall see. And then when I use the potions on Aethel, get her skilled up, so. It's not super optimal. And then the good thing is that with the food that we got, we should be able to rank up Aethel to 4 stars, which would be good. Now I'm just gonna find some jewelry for my Lucan. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it takes no damage. So nutty. I wonder how we can increase the healing. Probably by skilling up. Honestly, if you're in curing with HP percent, and attack, that would actually be a pretty good build. That would be a pretty good build. HP percent, attack, curing set. But is curing percent based? Is it percent based healing, or does it increase percent on healing? It's a healing effectiveness, I think. So it'd still be pretty good. I'd have to read the tooltip again to see if his healing does it's based off damage. Okay, so based off damage. So curing HP 83% and attack, and you could effectively have a just AoE healer. Bum 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Doink. I don't remember Aethel being a squish, to be honest with you. Bum 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 bum. Let's see how quickly we kill this boss. Be interesting to see. Hey, that seems a little squish. Oh yeah. We're definitely not gonna 2-star this. Not based on the current damage, we're not. He still hits harder than everyone else, but it's kind of annoying. But I can take all that damage and not die, boy. See that revive is so good. Ooh. Attack percent and speed, defense, and resistance. Complete other garbage items. So we'll do. Let's see. Where is it? So we got these brews, right? So we're gonna brew our boy up, our girl up. We're gonna do that. We're gonna skill her up. So that's what we do. Of course, skills up the wrong ability. And then Lugan, we're gonna feed. Oh, is there one super potion there? I didn't see. Hey, girl. Okay, so now we're gonna do. Let's see. We gotta do the dungeons so we can get the blue shard points. And that's not an unfortunate thing, but we're gonna do it now rather than later, just so we can get this knocked out the way. So, okay. Fine. I don't necessarily think the divine stats are better, but I do like the shield. And I feel like that frees up some stuff for my warp, my grinner. Given the speed at least. Like I said, it doesn't really matter too much about my grinner. Not yet, anyways. Where'd you go? So let's upgrade your stuff real quick. So attack, obviously, if we're lucky, we'll get attack percent, which is always a plus. But I feel like we've used up all our luck already today. Yeah. So resistance isn't bad. It's not optimal. But we'll see. Maybe we'll look out and get speed. Speed would be nice. I like getting speed. Speed early on just makes it so much easier. Of course, not gonna happen. Maybe we'll get speed here. Speed or attack would be good here. I'm probably gonna take these to +8 though, since it's crit rate. It's actually really good. Okay, attack. That's a win. And crit rate on gloves is actually a really lucky roll for us. Having high crit on 8th level is actually really good because your A2 ability is AoE and it hits everything. So having decent crit rate early on is pretty good. It gives you a pretty good opportunity. An attack, that's good. We're going to be wasting a lot of silver. We'll probably see if we can +12 it. Try it once or twice more. If we can't get to 11, we'll just back off. Okay. And then this is the only thing I don't like doing, spending a lot of silver early on one item, because then I can't upgrade other stuff, and I can't switch out gear, because gear is expensive to switch. So we got 10 more attempts. 9 more attempts, I mean. Come on, come on, give me that +12. Give me that +12. Give me that +12. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Come on, +12, +12, +12, +12. We want that freaking crit rate, man. Oh my god. So bad. Speed? Okay, speed. I'd be okay with HP here. But attack's always good too. So now that we've done that, okay. So we'll go do the dungeons real quick. We have to go up to level 4, I think, on every single one of them. So we'll start with the fun ones first. And hopefully Lugan can pull it out. Typically I do a little bit later, but since we've already used the potions and stuff, we should be able to knock this stuff out. We'll just auto it. We'll auto it real quick. We'll auto it and knock this stuff out. So, for those of you just tuning in, we got lucky, did a $10 spin on a speed run or a quick clear count, and we got a Lugan Steadfast. He's a HP Spirit Affinity hero, which is just really stupid luck, but overall, good opportunity to try some new stuff out. So, we are doing the dungeons right now to get the Sacred Shard from doing the auto clear on all 3, and we got a potion for Lugan. So, that is a win right there. So we'll do that. We'll get the potions. Obviously, I can't ascend them, can't scale them up, because I have nothing that would be able to do it. And since this is only a $10 spin account, we're not going to do it anymore. So, as you can see, he does a lot of chunk early on, which is super good, and makes it really convenient because of the functionality he gets against Force Affinity, plus the AoE healing that he does makes him very good. So it'll probably work really well with Rally, actually, having him attack, and I'm pretty sure his AoE heal works on his Rally as well. So if Crusader gets him to Rally together, then you get an AoE heal plus extra damage on the boss, which is a pretty good. That's actually probably pretty functional. So if you ran Longbeard or Lugan, ran Crusader, and I forget who the other rally person is. If you ran basically 3 rallies with Lugan, you could never die, because if you ran Curing HP percent and attack on Curing set with Lugan, with 3 rallies, you'd basically be getting healed 3 times every fight, or every round. Or as many rounds as that the rallies are up, I guess. Which is really good. That's actually really strong. Holy fuck. Doink. Hitting for almost 7k. Oh my god. It's actually really OP. That's very OP. If you know what I mean. So, doink, doink. And Lugan looks pretty cool too. Okay, so is it 4 or 3? Okay, so it's 3. We'll do this one next, since this one will be the most amount of damage, I think, of all the 3. Okay, let me use the rest of why this one's going. Okay. So we got 2 potions there. That's a win. That is a win. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man, I was actually really dreading this this run. I wasn't dreading it, but I didn't mean to make this account, and since I did by accident, I figured I'd just do that for my stream today, and then of course being as fortunate to get Lugan early on on a meaningless account that is now meaningful. Okay, next. So we'll do all the dungeon stuff real quick so we can get the next sacred shard. We'll summon it just for shits and giggles. I don't really think we're gonna be getting anything that's gonna be more significant. But it's just so we can have that done. Because typically that's what I'll do in my runs, so I don't want to deviate too much, even though I got a legendary. I could change kind of how I do it. But for normal means, this is normally how I would encourage new beginners, new players to start the accounts and to do it. From what I found on the several times I've done this, this has probably been the fastest way to kind of do it. So what you'll do is you'll get to tier 5 or stage 5. You get all the way up to the boss, and then you'll take your team over to dungeons. You'll do level 3 of everything, and level 2 of the Void Keep, and level 4 of the White Keep. I always forget the name of what it is. And then at that point, what you'll do is you'll send your Aethel or your primary hero, hopefully to tier 3, but if not, to 2 stars. And then you'll try and ascend someone else as well. So typically I'll send War Priest because her ascension ability is an AoE heal. In this case, since we have Lugan, who does the AoE heal, I might just focus on ascending someone else like Renner. But we'll kind of see how it plays out. So as you can see, good chunk damage there. It's not very significant. Force Keep is traditionally one of the harder ones to start because you don't have a lot of damage against Force Keep. And he does a decent amount of damage, but obviously Lugan's doing a ton of damage to him right now. So, makes it pretty manageable. So, the good news too is early on, the XP is actually not bad. Obviously, you wouldn't go to these dungeons to level later, but in its current state, it's actually pretty good for you. So, well, I say pretty good. It's good in the sake of not losing time. So, as you can see, good chunk. Spirit Affinity does great against Force Affinity, and of course, since we're running two chunkers, really we shouldn't have any problem doing all the stuff. I even don't think we're gonna have problems like on tier 8 or tier 9, and I'd be surprised if we had issues at tier 11. So, like I said, I'm gonna gun through this as much as I can. We're still 3 hours away from our Tybern, so we got plenty of time to knock this out. So once we do this, we'll open up our Spirit Shard. Whatever it is, we'll just kind of put aside, and then of course once Aethel hits 30, we'll go ahead and we'll rank her up to 4 stars. So we'll have our two 3-star heroes for when we decide to do normal, but we shouldn't have any issue with it. Oh yeah? You should save those Void heroes we got. You actually got some pretty good Void heroes last night. But the problem is you have to know kind of how you're going to build your Void team. I stockpile all my Void heroes in my vault because with the new patch coming out tomorrow, I don't know how they're going to play. So once I find that out, I'd have a better idea. But you got plenty of food now, so you can definitely 6-star more stuff. You can 6-star. You can 6-star probably 1 or 2 heroes with the amount of stuff that we got last night. But get your Gorgrab leveled up. Gorgrab is he's gonna be one of your main heroes for a long time. You'll use him in almost everything until you get something like better fill. And plus his revive is really good too, so you can 3-star a lot of stuff with him and Justicar if you wanted to. Yeah, he's really solid. So his A2 ability gives you a increased turn meter, 15% increased turn meter, and his aura for arena, the 25% or 24% increased speed in arena is really good. So you should be able to clear through a lot of the arenas that you're in now with that, since the lower ones aren't nearly as bad. Okay. Boom. Bum, 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 bum. Sparring pit unlocked. Hell yeah, brother. Oh shit. A wild card pack. Ooh. Let's spend any more money on this account. No more money. Oh, we gotta do shoot. We forgot to do Magic Keep. That's the most important one. Ay, 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 ay. Well, Mike, you want to come over today? We can game a little bit. We got a ton of beer we're gonna go through. Maybe we play some DBD or something, or a little bit of Rust or something. A little bit of Magic, maybe. Oh yeah. Even like the low calorie stuff, like the Stella. Or is it all beer is bad for you? I would imagine anything that makes your stomach like gassy, right? So you probably gotta be a liquor boy. Oh shit, we got plenty of tequila. Oh my god. Oh my god. The guy's banned. I never thought I'd have to put a ban list. Never thought I'd have a ban list before. It's all good. Oh my goodness. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, boom, boom. Doink. Even with a weak affinity, still doinking people. That's so good. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so that's that. Stage selection. So we get our 3, right? Yeah. Okay, now we gotta do 4 for this one. I think is what it is. I should know it by now, but I don't. I don't. And we've got, let's see, plenty of time. I got the Scream Hero on DVD. He's actually really fun. And his add-ons are overpowered as fuck. See, look at that. If you rally with Lugan, he just he just trucks him. Does so much damage. Only thing that would make it better is if I had counterattack. Only thing that would make it better is if I had counterattack. Yeah, Ghostface is incredibly fun. The first game I killed 2 and 2 got away, and then on the second game, I trucked everybody. But we were playing on Michael Myers map, so it was a little bit smaller. It was a lot easier to like get people, and then getting the stalking thing down took me a second, but it's pretty easy. You just have to kind of predict where they're going. It was actually very fun. I quite enjoyed myself. Wait, he didn't rally anyone on that one? That's weird. It's okay. Chunk. Hidden for 5k at level 16. That's so good. Edits. Where's my edit button? How do I edit? Edit. So, how do we do this? Delete post, yes. Okay. Create post. 4 hour normal clear. Good RNG. Jones discussion. Trivia. There we go. Stage 2. Here we come. Stage 3. Here we go. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, Mikey, your legendary's coming, and it's gonna be a good one. I got a feeling. I knows it. It's unfortunate we didn't pull you an Arbiter last night. That would have been cool. That would have been hella cool if we pulled your Arbiter. I would have been so down for that. One day soon. Who knows? Maybe we'll try another event at the LAN party. We can figure something out. We'll do it. It's 25% increased attack, but is it increased attack off of the War Priest or off of Lucan? Because I feel like that's really strong. Bodyguard's so good, take all the damage. Oh yeah. Stage selection. And is it 3? Do I have to do 3? Good, okay. So we'll get this. Get this. Get this. Yes, love. Say hi to Mike.
Hi, Mike. Where's Mike?
Right there.
Oh.
He's in the chatteroonie, babe. Yes, love.
It's kind of cold.
He says, "Oh, so why are you turning it off? Just wear something more."
Moving it lower.
Oh no. No legendary, just a poo-poo. Actually, that's not bad.
Oh, hi, Mike. What you doing? Are you still streaming?
Mm-hmm. Because this is my stream chat.
What are you playing?
Uh,
Your phone game?
Yeah.
On the computer?
Yeah.
How do you do that? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does all this mean?
I don't know, ask him.
My friend Tiffany?
His RNG last night was not very good.
What is an RNG?
It means the literal term is random number generator. But in normal conversation, it means it's Lena, not Lana, stupid.
Who's Emily?
Emily's the girl that was our accounting lady at Sign and Drive It. He's such a goofball.
You took our chair and she bought a chair last night.
Good. I'm so glad we can inspire people to buy stuff
Our chair so much.
because they think our investments are good.
She bought it.
Dude, Lugan's so good. I love him. I love the fact that we got it. Good. I mean, shit. Just come around more when she's there. Dave, you'll have to introduce them.
Who?
Mike,
Two?
Lena.
Why, you're gonna try and take her? Gonna try and replace Ricky?
Because then I could delete my ban list. I've never had to banish anyone from the house before.
Banish him.
He is banished.
No, he's not.
He is. Unless Lena's with him, he's banished. For everyone that's coming to the chat, we're doing a normal clear. It's a little irregular of a normal clear because we pulled a legendary on a $10 spend. Lugan, of all people, too, who's HP and attack damage, which makes him really good. So that's what we're doing right now.
Is that what you're doing right now?
We should be able to knock out a normal run in 4 hours. The best I've ever gotten in 4 hours was to tier 10. Before we had to stop. And then of course, when I did a non-optimized run, so I ran with Gaelic of all people, and had really bad RNG, it took us 8 hours to clear up to through 11. 11 is normally a hard stop anyways for a lot of people. For a lot of different reasons, but mainly because of the high defense, high damage, and bad affinity setups. So we shouldn't be having that problem. We got a couple potions too we're gonna use on Lugan, and then if I can get a couple more gems, we'll do 11 sharp pull, and figure out what we can do with that. So as you can see, it's stage 5 is traditionally a kind of a hard stop. Not having that problem right now because Lugan's hitting for 6k. So this will be a much faster run than normal. So, and it is a Alice account is got some meaning to it, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna throw this one away after I get done with the run either. I'm autoing too, which normally I don't auto on this far in on a normal run, but because of the damage output we're getting, there's no reason not to. And we're 2-starring everything. which doesn't normally happen either. So there you go, Mike. You can discuss with Ting all the things you want in life. And we'll put on the trivia. So I think an interesting build I'm going to try on Lugan once I get him 6 star and 6 ascension will be a curing build with HP, percent and attack, and then speed on boots. And what I would probably do is get all my HP up on my green inside of my order hall to do it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Had a loss there, Grinner. It's okay. His stuff isn't maxed out, so I'm not too worried about it. So that's what I'm gonna try. I think ultimately, so I'll have to build up a curing set, which will be easy because it's just farming 12, which we like to do anyways because of all the XP. So it'll be a good way to get that. So clear through one wave. So the other good thing too is you don't have to worry about like indestructible. Mike, are you Ting, are you seeing what Mike's saying? She's playing Overwatch at the moment, so she'll have to check into chat in a second. That's funny. That's so funny.
Top right.
So no, I think this Lugan build's gonna be pretty fun. Just based on seeing him kind of how to play, because you get a lot of, especially in some of the legendaries, you'll get them early on and they're really dookie. Like for instance, War Chief took a while for me to finally build him up and make him good, and it even took like spinning skill tomes and stuff on him that I didn't really want to do for him to be good, and then learning how to kind of maximize his taunt ability. Lugan seems kind of all of his stuff's kind of implied, if you will. So between the AoE healing that you get with them, if you doubled up, you could actually probably just level up your War Priest and get her Ascension heal, and then run Lugan, and then you can meme through almost everything. But you'd be kind of messed up on affinities there, so that's why I'd probably run Aethel and Lugan if I wanted the 3-star stuff. But I'd probably run Lifesteal on Aethel. So as you can see, when he does his bodyguard, he doesn't take any damage, which is really pretty convenient too. It makes it good for starting stuff up as well. So there's a lot of stuff that kind of goes in there. So very good deal so far. RNGesus has been very loving, which is what we like. We'll take it off auto once we kind of run into some issues.
Push.
But I don't foresee us having any problems just yet, so that's been taken off. Okay, and then heal. Well, he did damage. I don't know why he didn't heal there. That's unfortunate. I guess when they don't die, they don't take. That's kind of a weird loophole. Whatever. And then we get to fight not War Chief. So go through this. We'll one-shot this. Doink. Nope.
Top left. Let's get this faster.
Oh yeah. This bodyguard Grinner's gonna do his thing. Not super effective, but whatever. That's the only thing I don't like about auto. They time their buffs so like just such weird times. Especially when you know like the fight's gonna be done before you go through the second round, so why bother buffing? Because you could easily hear. Doink. Hitting for 5k. Yeah, this boss typically will give you a hard time when you do a run normally, regardless of what hero you pick. but having Lugan there really offsets it. So $10. Pay to win, fellas. Pay to win. Best RNG I've ever had in this game, and it's not on my main account. So, just chunking away. So unfortunately we lost Grana there, so we had to get the stars on it, but we cleared it, which is the important part. And we got a lot of potions. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna close that out real quick, and we're gonna go collect. Should be able to collect, right? No. We're gonna go potion real quick. Go use a lot of potions. No, we don't want that. So. And his damage just scales up so much by doing that. So, got him to level 29. So, we'll do that. We'll send. We'll send again. Oh, we don't have a new. What? It's okay. We'll send her. Not a problem. And then, let's see. So what else are we gonna do? Oh yeah, so we'll rank her up. Get rid of Doink and Doink and Doink, since those guys are bad. Okay. Starter pack, no. Okay, so we did all that. And we have one blue potion, so we'll do that. Fuck it. We'll even level the grip. Okay. Yeah, this... We're making great time on a normal run. That's actually really good. So, we've got 2 hours and like 40 minutes left. Normally we're not at this point by that time, so... Why is it all out of order? So this one should go pretty quickly. This stage, or this tier, if you will. Again, having a spirit affinity that does decent damage is a really good like defining point for the early games. And it's hard for new players because they don't know that, but that's why I always talk about War Priest being so good. Because if I didn't have Lugan, she'd be kind of my damage dealer outside of my Aethel. And it's just because with high crit and the amount of damage she does on her hit, it gives you a lot of substantial output that you can get without having to spend or do anything. And of course, the only affinity you have to worry about is blue affinity. You don't see a lot of magic affinity on these monsters. So, this is actually like the dream team. Obviously, the legendary was totally out of the blue, but a good out of the blue. So, I normally do these runs. Typically, I'll try and clear normal with an 8-hour period. The fastest I've gotten was 8 hours and 50 minutes with unoptimized. So that was running Gaelic and just bad stats on all the RNG stuff. It can definitely be done in 8 hours. In this case, it'll probably be done much sooner because we have we have Lugan here. But again, we'll find out real quickly where we're at. If I can knock it out in 5 hours, so if we can get to like 11 or 12 by the 4-hour mark, we'll go ahead and just knock it out and see how quickly we can do it. And the reason why I do it too is because I want to kind of show new players different ways to do it, and don't show people who maybe make multiple accounts kind of more efficient ways to be about it. This is a little bit out of the ordinary because of the damage output that we have, but typically at this one or the next stage or the next next tier, I would go to Minotaur and I'd go ahead and get everyone their tier 1 skills. So I'd get them all 10 scrolls. Just because those primary stat increases are pretty significant. In this case, we might not do it for everyone. We'll just see if we can get it on Lugan and Aethel. Maybe just scale Minotaur 1 or 2, stage 1 or stage 2, just a couple times and get farmed up. But overall, that's what we do next. And because those stats are very substantial, so 810 HP is pretty substantial in the scheme of things. For Lugan, that's quite a bit of extra damage. And for Aethel, having the extra 75 attack or whatever is actually really strong too. So traditionally, I'd get my War Priest to have her HP and her attack increase as well. And then, of course, whatever my fourth hero would be is what I'd use as well. So I would do a similar build for it. So having the HP is pretty significant because you don't have a lot of 8% damage that's done to you early on. So it gives you a lot of opportunity to kind of do things as far as surviving. That's pretty important. So as you can see, we're not having any real issue, even doing autoing, where typically you run into some problems at this point. So this is kind of the bad example that's being set. But overall, it still gives you a good chance to kind of see how quickly you can do it. So, okay. And I'm just putting a hero in on that. There we go. Okay. So we got these boys. We might, before stage 11, do some stuff, but we'll find out. Yeah, once you clear tier 5, those potions actually they're pretty significant because they give you a good power output, power boost. So that's the other reason why you want to try and keep your affinities divided as much as possible. Typically at this point I'd still be using Crusader as that instead of Grinner. My War Priest, Aethel of course, and then whatever my fourth would be. If I didn't get anything out of the blue shard, it would be my Ranger, but typically you'll get something. Normally it's like a Grim skin or something like that, or some kind of weenie blue that you can level up with as well. So obviously RNG plays kind of a huge factor on how quickly you'll be able to get it. I think I pulled an Executioner on one shard, and he ended up being my 3-star guy with my War Priest. So Execution is really strong in the game too. And his damage scales really well. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Name the headgear derived from an old Persian term meaning to tie. Turban. Turban. The other thing too to remember is that when you're doing like a speed clear, not to worry about 3-starring so much, because you can always go back and 3-star if you need to. And come to find out, you can actually, it makes a pretty convenient way to try and farm up some power as well, or kind of have like a good idea of what your power level is when you do this stuff. Because the easier it is to 3-star for you, you know that you'll have the ability to kind of knock out everything else. Obviously the 10, 11, 12 3-starring can kind of be difficult if you don't know what you're doing, but it just depends. So. These affinities are a lot easier to deal with, for the most part. And you never want to go in. You never want to stack spirit affinities if you can avoid it, or magic affinities if you can avoid it. Just because you'll have a lot of issues with the later tiers because they have a lot more force affinities in them, which can be a real hard stopping point for some people if they don't ascend their heroes, if they don't do the Minotaur stuff in between. Especially like the admonitors that you run into on 11. Those are the shield guys that hit you and put the shield on themselves. They, for whatever reason, they have an insanely high crit rate. So when they hit magic affinity, they do a ton of damage early on. It's really obnoxious because admonitor doesn't have like a super high crit rate, like base crit rate when you get it. So it can be really obnoxious when you're dealing with that stuff. But appreciate everyone stopping by so far. Welcome to stream. Even if you're just lurking, that's all right. We're doing our normal clear. Gonna see if we can do it in 4 hours since we got the really good RNG of Lugan. We might not be able to, but if we did, that would be probably my best personal record. I don't know if anyone's ever attempted to do a speed run before and done a better time, but it would be our best record. So at the rate that we're going, we should have no problem doing it, even autoing. So I'm only doing the auto because it's faster. It saves you less time in clicking, which makes it faster. Obviously, auto is not the most efficient or best way to do it as far as like what abilities get used and what turn. But for the sake of this, since we have such kind of an overwhelming damage output from our Lugan, it makes it pretty easy. So as you can see, Grinner's not getting a whole lot of help here. I didn't really level up any of his gear either, so that's okay. I'm not too worried about his survivability because I'm not too worried about starring, because I have my offsets here. So we'll get all that healing. So good, we knocked that out.
There's no one fucking with you.
We got the immortal. Let's see, crit rate, attack, speed, HP, defense, crit damage, defense. So we'll just keep going. If anything, I'll just put on my Grinner to make him a little bit tankier so he can survive more. And we're going through this stuff right now. That makes it convenient. So when used in reference to electronic organizers, the abbreviation PDA stands for Personal Digital Assistant. How's the music, guys? Is it too loud? Or is it just right? I keep messing around with the music sound a little bit. I want to make sure it's not too loud for you guys.
Slide us, right? Watch out.
All right. The TLC reality series Sister Wives has been described as a real-life version of what cable drama series.
Let's go to point.
Don't know that one. It's unfortunate. Big Love. Real life version of what cable drama series? Big Love. Never heard of it. Sounds big. Well, if anyone ever wanted to use an example as pay to win being the way to go, this is $10 spin, you get Lugan. We're trucking through normal right now. On auto, nonetheless. and auto has a struggle, especially with heroes, with your hero builds early on these maps. And it's just because they don't have the damage output, so you have to be a little more strategic about how you attack things, which the autos cannot, because it bases off affinity, and then it gets on HP percentages and stuff like that, plus the buff and heal and all that stuff. But we're having no real issues at the moment, which is kind of funny. So little RNG goes a long ways. And then when we get the gems, we'll because we have 800 gems from the $10 pack that we bought. We're gonna do an 11 pack pull and see if we can pull something else. Just kind of make this the meme team. So at this point, normally I'd probably go to Minotaur. I'd get close to this point. Or I'd farm dungeons a little bit more so I can get my three ascension on my Aethel and my War Priest. So Aethel and War Priest are my combo that I did for 3-star on 2 accounts so far. War Priest is arguably one of the most underrated starting heroes that you can get. And I don't know why so many people dog on her, because of her damage output, plus her freeze, plus her heal. Makes her a really substantial character. Obviously there's betters out there to do all 3 of those things, or one of those things better. Especially when you consider her as a pure support, but you can't consider her as that. She's really the hybrid damage role that has a really good heal. If you look at her that way, you'll see her to be a lot more effective in a lot of areas. Obviously on this tier, this map set, she goes against a lot of magic affinity, which is what is weak, what she's weak to. So you have some issues here, but before and after on those tiers, the tier before and after, she does a ton of damage, and it's pretty gnarly. So if you get the skill bucks and stuff like that, obviously you can invest it in Aethel, your main character, or anyone. The only person I probably wouldn't start with is Gaelic, because he's the weakest of the 4. But if I tiered him from best to worst, it'd be Aethel, Kale, Elhain, and then Gaelic for that. But whoever you did, you always want to have your War Priest skilled up too. So it's one of those things, if you get lucky and it skills up her heal first, it makes it really good. If you do the Ascension and skill up her heal, she does really good. And then of course if you get a little bit of accuracy on her, she's pretty vicious, just because of the freeze that her ability does. So she's a very optimized healer and attacker, especially against the affinities that you go against too. So when we clear this one, we'll have more food to kind of feed into it. So if we end up leveling up our War Priest to level 30 before we get done with everything, we can end up scaling her up. And then of course we can always level up our Grinner too. So we'll get in a spot where we can eventually do where we could probably have 4 ranks, 4 ranked people, well, 4 ranked and 1 5 ranked person that comes to it. So again, this isn't your normal run for a lot of different reasons. So that's why I'm spending a little bit more time talking about kind of potential builds and stuff like that I would normally do if I didn't get a legendary out of my $10 pull. So as you can see, doesn't take a lot of damage. Even when the attack is strong against him, Lucan barely gets chunked. So his damage scales up at HP and attack. So I'm running three life sets with HP and attack on them. HP 80% attack on them. So obviously makes it pretty viable. So my Grinner is gonna res my War Priest here. It's unfortunate she died. He'll do his AoE, Bodyguard, Revive, with the damage shield on there, which makes it pretty good. So of course, unkillable, not a big deal, because we're gonna kill everything else. Oh yeah, ability locks, we like that. And then of course, since we've got force affinities, we're gonna do a nice chunk of damage. And she's ability locked, so she can't armor crack us. That's the Gala over there. Easy enough, right? Easy enough. Wanna do? Yeah, this unkillable is actually, it can be a pain in the butt later on, or even on these maps if you're not doing enough damage, just because of he can get an extra swing in, which is really frustrating, especially if they crit. So there's a lot of downside to it when you're playing with that, but it's okay because most of it you can manage and most of it you can deal with.
Push up, push up.
I don't ever traditionally get stuck on this tile set. Even with playing with like Gaelic and stuff like that, I didn't have any problems. So
No one's giving you skirts.
the reason why we like Aethel and Kale is because that they have good in-game scalability. Kale, obviously you get your percent damage on clan boss, which makes him a really good farmer, and then of course for your higher end dungeons and stuff, he has good damage output, as does Aethel. So the good thing about Aethel is that when you get the lifesteal, the 4-piece lifesteal, having 3 swings makes her very viable for a lot of different things. So obviously in an optimal world, you'd want to do crit damage with lifesteal, so you could be the most effective. But even if you went lifesteal with HP build or something like that, you're still going to be in a better spot for it. So killable, revive, so we don't lose our second star there. And we doink. We doink so hard. Hit for 6,700 there. As you can see, decent amount of chunk damage when it comes to it. So now we're going on the boss. This boss has a turn meter reduction, I think, which if you ever get this legendary as a pull, Big Gun's probably one of the best ones for arena with the right team. And the reason why he's so good is because he does an AoE turn meter reduction attack, and it's his A1, so he can do it all the time, which makes him really strong on a lot of things. So obviously you want to stack speed or something like that, or have someone like Apothecary to get him speed boost, or even Seeker, and it puts you in a pretty good spot. So you do that turn meter reduction. If you say had Ignatius or something like that, do taunt. So that way, if they attack, they wouldn't be attacking him, and then just go through it again. It's a pretty silly way, and since taunt's based off of their actual turn meter going down or going off, since they'd have to do the attack. If you do turn meter reduction with taunt or turn meter reduction with freeze and stuff like that, it makes it a lot harder to address a lot of the problems that come up with it. So still chunking. We're having 0 problems so far. Obviously, we just lost our war priest. That's okay. We'll live. Not a problem. Not a problem. And then, of course, here we go. So, you got this. Hits for 3,000. Weaken. He's magic, so, of course, we're not going to do the most amount of damage, but still hitting for 3,000 as a weak. 5,300 right there from my Aethel. And then, as you can see, Chunkosaurus Rex. And then we get another blue. Okay. Next, we'll actually... Can we collect? Oh, we can. Hey, boys. I said greater XP brews are good, and look what we get offered. Okay. Oh my god, what is this fucking RNG? What is this? So Crimson Helm's really good. This is a really good pull that you could get early game. It's a really good pull that you get late game. So attacks one enemy has 30% chance to placing 50% decreased attack. Really good on clan boss. Attacks 4 times at random. Each hit 74% chance to place provoke. So you get the taunt on there, and then you put the block damage on there, and then increase defense on all allies for 2 turns. Oh my god, boys, what is this? This is such a dumb... Oh my god, I don't even want to play this game anymore. So we'll put defense on there. all of his stuff scales off of defense, right? Yeah, attack and defense, attack and defense.
So bad.
Oh my god. And then I guess we'll run crit. Not a big deal. Defense and speed. Let's see, HP. Well, Granny, you're getting replaced, little buddy. I'm sorry. We're gonna remove all your stuff right now. Boys, this is what is this luck? You pull a legendary and a Crimson Home on a normal run on an account that doesn't matter, and we're gonna get, when we get 40 more gems, we're gonna do a pull, 11 pull, and watch me pull another legendary. I'm calling it right now. Watch me pull another legendary. I'm gonna, if I do that, if I pull another legendary, I'm giving this account away. I'm giving this account away because it's too lucky for me. I don't deserve this luck. So defense. If we pull another legendary, we'll give it away to someone that wants this account. Maybe raffle it away for people that are watching something. Okay, so we're at tier 8 and we've got 2 hours and 11 minutes left. This is really good time, just for you guys to know. This is another hard stop area because of the affinities that normally run into it. Hold on, 15% or dungeons. Okay, so not in dungeons. That's unfortunate. Crimson Helm might die a couple times, so we'll lose some of the starring. That's okay. I can live with that. Not a big deal there. But that's, oh my god, so tough. Oh my goodness, good gravy. I might need to use a potion on Crimson Helm just so she gets caught up a little bit. But bodyguard ability, take that damage. Strong, of course. Double tap.
Oh, sorry.
Thank goodness they're fighting in the affinity base. Look at that, taunt and block damage. So what damage? Skirt? Why wouldn't you attack the red? That's so dumb. Oh my goodness. Boys, this is just goofy as all get out. Well, this would be a good highlight reel. Good highlight reel of a run. Best RNG you could ever want when trying to do a run. $10 later and I've got some of the best RNG you can want. I didn't really want to do bodyguard. You could have just finished them. What is this, man? You could have just finished them. We could have gotten our star there. That's unfortunate. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, Crimson Helm is really good. He's a very good late game hero. She's a very good late game hero. Defense and attack is how you do it. So defense, attack with speed. You could even do things like run straight speed with defense substats. Works really good with that Void hero that the Paragon. I think it's Paragon. Paragon. That does the. No, it's. Who is it? It's the Void version of her that's blue. That does the cooldown reduction. So if you ran speed cooldown reduction, she's very good. Increased attack is really good for clan boss. Obviously, the block damage is really strong too, which makes her viable for a lot of different builds when it comes to it. So, as you can see, level 2 chunking people for 3k. That's pretty nutty. What this is, so. Of course, they're gonna attack my Aethel. This is where having magic affinity heroes is actually really bad. It's incredibly frustrating. This is another tile set where War Priest becomes super effective. As you can see, I'm running 3 Spirit Affinities, kind of by accident, but they'll have issues a little bit later. That's where Aether will kind of come in, but they do great against. They're going to do great against all the stuff that we're going to have issues with down the road. So, the other upside to this too is we have a lot of advantage to clear out some pretty quick dungeons. So. I'm not going to do any more dungeons unless I absolutely have to do something for like Ascension. Which I feel like I won't have to. So going into it, we'll have 2 level 40s and a level 50. And then by the time my War Priest is level 30, she'll be able to rank up to 4, so. That's just too good. Would have preferred not to use my extra turn there, but whatever. Yeah, this is Chunkosaurus Rex right now. That's all we're doing, boys. This will be the fastest run I've ever done, and I'm excited for it. We'll get that trivia going again. Apologize, I'll let it stop. Okay, so what I'll do is, if I either A pull another legendary or clear this in 4 hours, what I'll do is I'll give this account away to someone. If you guys think that'd be cool to get like this account, go ahead and press 1 in chat. Let me see if you'd be interested in it. Because if not, then I'll just keep it as a dummy account. Okay. So I'll try and make that happen. That'll be fun. If I can do so, if I pull another legendary or if I clear this in 4 hours on normal, I'll do we'll do like a raffle or something. We'll just give it away. We'll do it. Bum, 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 So at this point, autoing, it's making this faster, but you wouldn't be able to auto through this stuff normally. Because those guys, these affinities actually chunk pretty hard. Especially the ones where there's Aethars on the map. The Aethars do a ton of damage. Especially with this A2 that does a little fireball thing. Chunks for a lot of damage. So as you can see, my Aethel's been dying. I think almost every round. Mainly because she's the magic affinity against force, which is unfortunate. But bodyguard and all that stuff's helping out. So that's the other reason why you always want to put with your Aethels or whoever your starting hero is. Once you get the divine offense, even if it's not the right subsets, put it on there, because the shield alone gives you an extra turn to attack. In this case, it gives you it absorbed all the first attacks that they did on it, so it gave me a chance to give me a full rotation before I had to deal with anything. It's all that kind of small stuff that can make the normal clears either really fun or really stressful for new players, especially new players. If you've done this before, obviously you understand a little bit better, but affinities play a huge role in kind of how you can go out to. So some heroes, some legendaries, some characters can outplay their affinity, like Bad Alcazar. because they have so much output and input with their healing and things like that. But there's heroes like War Chief, legendary hero that you can pull. That's complete utter garbage against all infinities, and doesn't do a lot of damage unless you stack them up to you. So kind of knowing that helps going into it. I really wish they did a better job of kind of iterating that to newer players, like the affinity side to it, because knowing the infinities and knowing the importance of like leveling up your gear and kind of stepping away into dungeons to ascend and how important it is are such significant matters. And I know they give you the tutorial on it, but they don't really say like if you don't ascend you're gonna have problems. What they ought to say is that ascending will be imperative for you to be successful kind of in normal and obviously down the road because of how quickly your base stats go up. So, you know, once you get your 6th ascension on some heroes, like for instance Septimus, his crit damage goes up 13%, which is a pretty huge amount for an ascension. So, but they don't ever tell you that, and the only way you can find out is if you look at the character charts for all the heroes on the info page, and then pretty much you're just guessing on what it is versus what you can get to if you don't look at it. So they have a lot of good information. I would encourage everyone to definitely look at that stuff. It helps you to understand kind of like how you're going to build and how you're going to spend your arena tokens and stuff. So at this point, I would probably be struggling. Aethar and the rally attackers do a ton of damage. They chunk out. Obviously, we're not having that problem because we've got this guy right here. So we might actually do it, which is the exciting part. So Bad Alcazar can actually be really annoying when you fight him the first time because of his continuous heal. He is a void champion that you're fighting against, even though he's not a void champion that you use. So he doesn't have a weakness to affinities, so trying to kind of like bully him down with one affinity is impossible. But he doesn't have a high amount of armor. He just has a high amount of healing if there's 4 people up, because his passive attack does 15% healing for each hit that's done. So 4 hits, say he hits you for 1,000 a pop. That's a decent amount of healing done to it, which can kind of wither you down, especially if he gets his continuous heal off more than once. So we shouldn't have that problem here. Should not have that problem here. So we'll see that. And everyone that's just kind of tuning in, appreciate you guys stopping by. This is a normal clear. For anyone that's curious, we're doing a normal clear. We were fortunate, we did a $10 pull and pulled Lugan, the Steadfast, and when we got our 90 stars, we ended up pulling a Crimson Home. So 2 very insanely good heroes to get early game. If this were a new account, and this was my first account, I probably wouldn't understand the significance nearly as much, but those 2 heroes will be relatively good in-game heroes. What I intend to do with Lugan, if we end up not raffling off the account, I'm going to do a curing build with him, with HP percent and attack, and then speed on boots. And then what I'll do is I'll take his arena tokens and I'll invest all into HP with him. And the reason why I do that is I can get him effectively up to 60k HP, and then my healing will be based off the damage that's done. And since my A1 does an AoE heal, what that'll allow me to do is basically AoE heal my entire team. So for any AoE damage that occurs, whether it be in arena or wherever, it'll give me a good way to kind of chunk people down and still outlast everyone. Now the alternative is what I could do is I could do shielding HP 8% plus attack, and then run with like ignore armor build or ignore defense build, and build him that way. So there's a lot of opportunity with Lugan just because of how his abilities scale. So good, we got that. So let's go use the tome real quick on that. Okay, so let's see. She's green. We're gonna no, we'll save it. We'll save it. So we'll tome him up, her up. Strike down. That's unfortunate. We didn't really want to upgrade that one. So let's see.
Behind. There's a Reaper behind.
We got some stuff. No, we didn't get some stuff. What? That's retarded.
I'm 12 seconds to res.
Okay, cool. Progression rewards though, right? No, okay. we're making really good time on the run, fellas. So we're collecting our silver. So in 13 more, we'll be able to do 11 chart pool, boys. And it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something spicy. I already know it.
I got you.
Okay. So this one's not too bad. The reason why this one can be a little tough is because it's got mixed affinities and it's got void affinities in there. None of which are problem. But what they do have is some AoE damage, which can be a little intense. So obviously this one's going to be pretty meaty because it's all force affinity, so we'll truck through it pretty quickly. And this is where your main hero pick will start to shine. Because once you make it past, I think, stage 1 and stage 2, you run into a lot of green spirit affinities and a lot of void affinities. So the AoE damage that you do is pretty significant. And if by this chance you're still using Crusader, this is where his damage really falls off. Even when you rank him up because of how his rally works, unless you just happen to get a ton of skill tomes by accident, you're not going to really have a good time with him at this point. So this is kind of where your team composition plays a little bit more factor in it, as far as what you can and can't do in that regard. So, God, it's just great to see this so early. 6,500 damage, holy crap. So good. So, as you can see, still chunking good with Aethel. She's running 3 sets of offense. My Lugan's running 3 sets of life. And then my War Priest is running offense and life, I think.
Nope.
So, I'm gonna let them in real quick before the wife blows up on them. Stop scratching the door. Okay. All right. Let's see. Though it's often quoted the line, "Elementary, my dear Watson," never actually appears in the works of what author? It's the guy that wrote Sherlock Holmes. Whatever that author's name is. It's embarrassing that I don't know that. It's not really embarrassing. Why would I remember that? Arthur Doyle. I don't know his middle name. Is it Arthur Conan Doyle? Arthur Conan Doyle. There we go. See, I remember part of it. Just a little bit. Markets Unlocked, boys. Uh-oh. We're not going to worry about that, though, just yet.
Out.
Bum 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 bum. Hey buds. Hey buddies. So this is where it gets this is where this map gets pretty easy. Because you have a lot of spirit affinities. So if you happen to be magic heavy, as far as affinity goes, this is where you kind of shine. Obviously, getting to this point makes it very difficult. Very, very difficult. But it still gives you an opportunity or a chance to kind of blow through it, so. It's Jimmy Kimmel Live. So Aethel does her part, we still chunk a little bit. Having the ability lockdown actually is really, really good because it limits a lot of the AoE damage that gets done. And then of course reducing the damage done or attack damage done is always good too. So bum, 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 bum. Tasting some of that alcohol from last night.
Left side reaper.
Patients who like to have
Ryan,
malar augmentation surgery wish to increase the size of what? What? What just happened there?
There, I can't see you.
Why did all my screens go black? That was weird. We playing on chords back there? Maybe?
Reaper left side. Reaper
No.
behind us.
That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Their cheeks. Their cheeks. Wow. So good. Love hints. Hints the best. I'm only honoring to make this the most time efficient possible, boys. So I do apologize that you're not getting to see the skill choices that I would do. But since we have the ability to kind of just truck through it, we're just going to do that. Because you do lose time, especially on using blue stacks, you have the frame drops a little bit. So instead of doing like a 16 second clear, it takes like 23 second clear. Just because of the frame. So as you can see, that's pretty significant as you add it along with the rest of the stuff. So this is where they get a little bit more difficult. Obviously, we lost 2 there. Not a big deal. Bum 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 bum. If you guys have any questions kind of about build, anything like that, you can check out my YouTube or ask in chat. By all means, we've got plenty of time to talk about it. To give you an idea, I do gold 4, have 15 cleared on everything, and of course, I try a peculiar builds. This is why I do these runs, to kind of get an idea of how I build or what I will be building in the future. And then of course these trials kind of give me an idea of what to expect or kind of how to play on different skill sets and items and whatnot. So feel free to ask. Gold 4, all that good stuff. So Nightmare Clan boss kills,
I'm gonna try to keep the meal.
all the stuff that'll get you hot and bothered, help you get the best loot out there.
Reaper.
Why, yes, we can do more trivia. We'll do that.
Sorry about this.
Okay. So good. It's funny because you notice these small things, like they all have the same like heal animation, and all the dudes have the same boot animation. April's the only exception to that rule, by the way. She has heals, but they're not nearly as defined as the other ones.
Bye bye Ryan. Bye bye Ryan. Ryan again.
Small things you notice after a while. And for you guys curious, the Banshee in the background, that's my wife. She's playing Overwatch. Playing Overwatch. She gets into the competitive spirit of killing people in a video game. In a video game. Bum, 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 bum. What Broadway musical features an extravagant song and dance number by Springtime for Hitler? That's called The Producers. Matthew Broderick was in that. Producers. The Producers. Got the S there. It's actually very good. Would encourage people to see it, or at least YouTube it. They're basically memeing on Nazis. Very funny. Okay, stage 6. We're about to go to boss mode. And I think we said 13 stars, right? So 13 stars, so I'll have to do one more round. Unless we got 2 stars. So potentially we could have gotten 14 stars. But I think we've had people die in more than 2 rounds. So that would put me off. It's okay, we'll find out. We'll find out when we go to the next round. According to the title of the cable sitcom featuring Danny DeVito, it's always needed. It's in Philadelphia. It's in Philadelphia, my boys. Doink, doink, doink. It's kind of unfortunate the Crimson Helm's gonna die. Okay. That ricochet is rough. It's actually pretty rough. We might have an issue here, boys. We might have an issue. No? Don't breathe fire on me. Kill him. Okay, so far we haven't died on any boss yet. That's actually really good. But we definitely didn't get... Oh boy! Wow. We're gonna give that to Lugan. We're gonna do it right now, actually. That's good. So, the reason why this is so good is you get the shield. Okay. Well, you get the sword. You get the shield from the Divine Life, plus you get optimized stats for his damage output. So, guess what? Bada bing, bada boom. We'll upgrade real quick. And we still have an hour and 45 minutes. This will be the nut crunch right here, fellas. Crit rate, wow. I don't know what we want out of that. All those stats are good for this. I'll take it. Okay, so, and then we'll put Crimson Helm. And she's gonna get... We're gonna give her Immortal, which is gonna kind of fuck up my stats a little bit. But we'll figure it out, I'm sure. So... Let's see. That's crit. That's crit. It's defense. It's defense. So. Did we get a defensive chest? No, we didn't, did we? So if we do... We'll just do speed. We'll do speed. We'll make her a little bit faster. I'm okay with that. So normally at this point we would have done Minotaur. We would have focused more on Ascensions at this point. Let's just see what's in the market, just for shits and giggles. Okay, nothing. Nothing. To get everyone's tier 1. So there's a lot we would have done at this point had we done a regular run. So now we're in Godfrey's. And Godfrey's is, it's not tough. But it can be a little shicey at the end, especially on stage 5 and stage 6, because you fight the Razin Razor Scale, and he's got a ton of HP, especially for the damage that you need. Like he does a lot, and he has a high defense rating, and he does a ton of damage. So it's a little obnoxious to fight against him. That was a waste of that. God, that's so annoying. So, doink. She's gonna be squishy regardless, but at least she's surviving longer than I feel like my Grinner would be. Which is unfortunate. So, heal reduction, of course. It's kind of stupid. Okay, so we're on tier 10. We got an hour and 45 minutes, 42 minutes left now. This is probably the best time we've ever made on doing these runs. Obviously, this isn't a normal run, so take it for what it's worth. But it does go to show that if you're lucky enough, $10 can get you pretty far in this game. You don't have to be a whale, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Probably gonna end up making a video too based on this run if we get it. This is good for your magic affinities because they don't target you first, but they still do a lot of damage. So don't be confused by that. They're the right affinities, but they still do a ton of damage. Because they can proc the double hit too, which chunks pretty hard. And running 3 spirit affinities, and this is obviously isn't optimal. So. But there's an exception to this rule. Normally, you can make a lot of exceptions to affinity builds because not nearly as bad. But once you get to 10, 11, and 12, it becomes a little bit more important. So, of course, they're gonna chunk. They always chunk. Ability of the locks, doink. Lugan just chunking his way through everything, plus his heal. That heal is so good. Woo! Sorry about that, boys. Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou? I don't know how to spell her name. Oh, it's... Okay. Maya. No, one way I didn't think. Bum, bum, bum. I think Aethel's probably my most favorite hero ever. She's so good. Even with the changes to War Master and everything, and Giant Slayer, she's just such a strong hero. And you can make her effectively be the best farmer you have if you get nothing else. So she's great for leveling up food on 12-3. She's great for any boss. Even on Force Keep, she's still really good once you get her a couple masteries under your belt. So she does quite a bit, and she just chunks. Not to mention when you get the lifesteal set on her, she just becomes so much more invaluable. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. I think after this one we should have enough to collect the stars or collect the gems, and then we're gonna do 11, 12. We're gonna see if Lady Luck is in our has continued to be in our graces on this run. Yeah, this is a great song. Doesn't it feel good? There's the freeze. I think that's the first one in the entire game so far. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Here we go, boys. We'll make it anticlimactic. Luckstalker, not very good. Raider, not bad. Elder, complete, not a dog poo poo. Diabolus, not very good. Oh my god. Juliana is fucking awesome. So, on a $10 spin, on a fresh account, we pull Lugan, a legendary, Crimson Shield, Crimson Helm, excuse me, and a Juliana. Wow. Fucking wow. That's some RNGs right there. We got a fucking Juliana. Oh my god. And an Alika. Oh my god. Alika's good too. Attacks someone enemy has 30% to replace extra hit. Of course, ignores 50% target Stevens if their max HP is higher than this champion's max HP. Attacks all enemies, has 30% to increase the cooldowns of all enemies with skill. And then, of course, her passive revives this champion, 75% when killed. She's fucking good. Oh my god. Diabolus not very good. Watch something stupid's gonna come out of here. Okay, so let's go see. So we got an Alika and Juliana. Who do I want to level up? I'll have them replace my War Priest, I guess. But I have to decide here because I'm not gonna replace April. Attack, yeah. So they're both attack, right? Yeah. 6 turns. 5 turns. Fuck it. We'll do Juliana.
Turn. Top right.
Mike, if you're still here, little buddy, this is the win. The win conditions right here. Okay, so we'll. Boost X is so laggy sometimes. I'm sure there's something I'm doing wrong with it, but we'll remove, continue. This might take me back a couple minutes, just because I'm going to be leveling up a little bit with her. But we'll make her, let's see. Equip. Yeah, we'll go for speed. And then we'll just go, we'll go two sets of offense, and then we'll do equip. Well, fellas, this is probably the best RNG I've ever had. Alika's really strong. I know she's a little less known, but she's really good because you can set her up to do a fuck ton of damage, and she revives herself. So even in arena and stuff like that, she's just a monster. Especially because of the amount that she gets healed for. So we're gonna upgrade some items for our Juliana real quick, just so she's not as squishy. And then I'm gonna use my void potions on her. I don't really want to, but given that I want to have her caught up a little bit, so when she goes into that, anyone just tuning in, let me show you guys real quick kind of what we've pulled on $10 on a fresh normal run, what we've had the good fortune of popping after I finish upgrading these boots. We'll upgrade these boots real quick to forge to see what stat we get. Hopefully it's like speed or HP or something like that. So she's not as squish. Find out real quick. Okay, resistance, that's fucking dog shit. So far we pulled a Lugan, we pulled Crimson Helm, we pulled an Alika, and we pulled a Juliana, as well as a Grinner. Obviously you get the War Priest, and then all this junk down here. So this has been a very fortuitous run for us. Starter pack. Okay, so this, we'll feed her this junk right here, and we'll do, okay, we'll do 3, that's fine. So that gets her caught up at least, so she's not as squish. And then, alright, so we're gonna go do this. So we've got an hour and 30 minutes left, and we've got to clear 3 more areas. So does she have a OR2? I forget. Let's see, is hers crit? An arena, yeah. So it's crit and arena. So Juliana is not super optimal for everything, but given her damage output, she does a lot. So this is pretty nutty. I've never had a normal campaign clear where I've had this kind of setup before. So we're gonna let auto do its thing. So now we've got 2 magic affinities, 2 spirit affinities, which does us some justice a little bit later on. It won't be good for 11 that Juliana's kind of underleveled, but we'll figure it out. Real quick. So she's chunking a lot harder than War Priest. What we do lose on this is, of course, an actual heal, but with Lugan's healing, we should be fine. Not that it's super significant. Oh my gosh. Well, boys, for those of you that tuning in, so I made a deal earlier that if I end up clearing this in 4 hours, or if I ended up pulling another legendary, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raffle off this account. I'll just give it away to whoever wins the raffle. I'll give you the login and all that stuff to it. So if you guys want a chance with Lugan, just stay tuned in. The run will be ending at 12:15 Central Standard Time. So if you have any questions, want to get involved in the trivia is actually pretty fun. Any questions about builds and stuff, you can check out my YouTube or just ask me directly. I try to experiment as much as possible. That's why I do these runs, to get different ideas on how to play and what I want to do. Uh-oh. Did it freeze up? Yeah, I think so. I think my raid's crashing. Hello? Hello? Oh no. Are you crashing raid, or are you going to load into it? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. We'll get loaded back into it, no problem. Not a problem. So I like to practice different builds, different runs. I am working on making like a beginner's guide, not like the typical "this is an affinity, this is how affinities work" kind of stuff, because those are actually really boring, and I feel like they're not intuitive. And if you're trying to capture someone's attention, you don't want to spend 10 minutes trying to explain one item of it. You just want to give them kind of the best way to do it and let them figure it out. Coming soon, Champions of Dungeons, yay! No, I don't want to buy gym packs. Let me go to my battle, go to campaign. That crash was a little annoying, but that's okay. We're gonna make do with it. So, God phrase, and stage 5. Oh no, I did not mean to use my War Priest. That's upsetting. Shit. Whatever. So yeah, we'll be doing that. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to tell me I suck, feedback is always appreciated. If you want to come rub on the Lucky Rabbit's foot that I got for this really good RNG, by all means, go ahead. Just type rub in the chat, and I'll let you rub it all over. The foot, that is. At this stage, normally we're not doing auto. Obviously, Lugan is here, so he's offsetting a lot of what I would normally do. At this point, I would be focusing on trying to make sure that my damage dealers didn't die. War Priest would be a sin at this point and would have Minotaur masteries, as well as my Aethelwood too. Just because the 810 HP and the 75 attack are really significant. They're probably the largest mastery upgrades that you get until you get your final tier War Masteries, like War Master and Giant Slayer and stuff like that. So, yeah, but Otto and Lugan are chunking through this stuff. So, pretty good deal. We're gonna replace our War Priest with Juliana too after this run. So we'll change our team. So as you can see, Razor Scale doesn't take a ton of damage, and he's got a ton of HP and defense, which makes it very problematic because once you get to 5 and 6, he does a lot of chunk and he does that AoE. So you'll spend, if you do a normal run and you don't get lucky with any of these pulls and stuff like that, and you don't spend any on like a shard pack, you could potentially have a really bad team comp that goes into this. So this is why having Minotaur Masteries tier 1 is good, and this is why having 3-star Ascension on your Aethel or your War Priest is very important, because the utility that comes with it too. So if you can pull accuracy is actually really good for War Priest that you can put on there. Obviously you don't want to make it like first, and speed is really good on War Priest because she has a very low initial speed that goes to it. So stage selection, place with our Juliana, and we get a skill up book, which would be good. Thank goodness we didn't level up our War Priest because we'd have been problems. Where's my Juliana? Oh, right there. Right in front of my eyes. Sorry, fellas. Blind as a bat. That's why I got these Coke bottles on. So the real trick is once we get to, if we can clear through 11 pretty quickly, the trick's just going to be killing the last boss, because he can be a little shicey. But we have the right affinities. He's a green affinity, and we're playing two magic and 2 spirit affinity into it, so it should be fine. I can only foresee a problem if he does his ultimate ability on Lugan. Technically it's a one-shot ability, but isn't a one-shot ability if you got the HP to survive it. So we do have to consider that, but I'm not too worried about it. And as you can see, Lugan's damage is kind of dropping off here as well, as things are scaling up a little bit better. So we'll have to spend some silver to upgrade his stuff potentially. So great, because we got 2 spirit affinities into red, which makes it good. It's kind of annoying that they attack different targets. Obviously, I can select the primary target to attack. So there she goes. Doink.
I was
They be
right
doinking on him.
next to you.
They be doinking on him. Resisted. Ability locked. That's the only good thing. He's ability locked. So Lucan does a good job about that, which is super cool. Does almost 6k damage. That's a ton of damage. And then immune to damage. So as you can see, this is why it's really overpowered to fool these people, because taking effectively no damage and still being able to heal. Oh my gosh. We love it. Alright, now we go on the boss. This boss isn't too bad. He's got his magic affinity, so he'll be strong against my spirit guys. Plus he has an unkillable buff plus his heal over time, so not too much of an issue.
Yeah, Morris just using her ult.
Not sure why we did bodyguard there when we could have just done the AoE and killed him, but whatever. No damage, so that's convenient. Aethel doing her thing. Juliana doing her thing. Yeah, it's Chunkosaurus Rex right now. There's not a thing out there that we can't do. AoE. Doinking, even when it's weak affinity. Still hitting for 3+K. On guard, damage reduction. Weaken on us, weaken on Aethel. Extra turn. She still hits pretty hard, so that was 4,500 damage there, basically. Juliana hitting for 2,300 damage. And then even Crimson Helm still hitting for a good amount of damage on a weak affinity.
Oh, Ryan, coming,
Now it's the
coming.
boss time. And here we go.
Oh, you pushed up a little too early.
The good thing is there's no ricochet on this one, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Obviously his Vengeance counterattacks when attacked. That can be a little frustrating. Reincarnate, Uncontinuous Heal, Unkillable. And then of course, Acid Burn with the poison. So nothing too real dangerous about this boss. Once you get to this point, if you've got the affinities, it works great. Even War Priest is pretty sustainable on this one because they're healing and her AoE heal that works well for it. You just have to make sure that your main damage dealer has some skills leveled up and has the Ascension going on to it. So whatever that character is for you. See HP burn there? That's amazing. Two rounds of HP burn. It's unfortunate she died, but he's still gonna take chunk damage here. Oh yeah, look at all that chunk damage.
I'm screwed over here. I'm so screwed.
So he's gonna Vengeance, of course, because why not? And then
You guys got it.
I wish you could put her unkillable buff on. That'd be cool, so I could not have her die as well. We're not gonna get the stars from this, but that's okay. We'll live. There we go. Perfect. No damage. And the heal. So on guard, we get the. There you go. Boy, look at that. And then unkillable goes off. And then we kill him. Come on, Logan, it's up to you, bud. Slay the dragon. Slay the dragon. One more time. Come on. Just doink him. There we go. We get a skill tome from this in silver, right? Yeah. Okay, so next.
Turrets right side.
So let's do this just real quick. We'll scale up Aethel real quick. Hopefully we level her her A2 ability, because that's far more significant than anything else. And hopefully the ring gets for like Lugan or something like that. So we'll see. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. My bad. It's my lovely wife, guys. If you have any questions, she's playing Overwatch. That's why she's yelling. It's not at us. Or not at me. There we go. A2. Perfect. It's awesome. We don't have any tomes to level up either. Okay, so cool. Okay, so we'll just do this real quick. Just get a couple extra points. Let's see. We'll increase. Okay, cool. So the reason why Lugan's so good with this, especially early game, is because you get a lot of HP and attack, and his ability to scale off HP and attack. So his healing is based off of his damage output too. So that's why I'm so concerned about HP stuff. Obviously, he's strong regardless because he's a legendary, so he has high base stats and he's a 5-star or a rank 5 character, whatever you want to call it. Come on. Give me my 12. Give me my 12. Come on, baby. There we go. 12. Give it to me. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay. And then speed, right? Yeah. See if we can get this up to 8, and then we'll go. We'll skedaddle. So we've got an hour and 17 minutes left to try and clear normal. Bum, bum, bum. Be cool if we got HP, 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 HP. That's all right. Defense is okay. I can live with that. Okay. So let's do this, boys. Okay. And oh my goodness. Ooh, excuse me. So these guys right here, they do a ton of chunk damage, and then of course you've got AoE attacks. Plus she's got the unkillable buff once you get her low enough. Or is that one that has the unkillable buff? So this is where it gets a little bit more difficult. This is what I was talking about as far as like damage outputs and stuff. We're not gonna have nearly as much of a hard time with it. Executioners, obviously they get the tumult plus the counterattack, the Shiltron, which aren't too big of an issue.
Mercy's gonna go back and rest.
Currently,
Just kidding.
but it can be a nuisance. Little tired. Woke up at 4 this morning to take the parents to the airport, so they were visiting from Colorado.
She did.
And the Sineshas and the Skull Crowns can be pretty tough because of their combos. They do a significant amount of damage. But they're not hard. You just have to make sure that they get targeted first, typically, because the Vaporize and the Equalize health that they do makes it pretty difficult. So, as you can see, we're getting chunked pretty hard here. But lock their abilities so they can't heal, which is super convenient. And then I don't get why he's attacking the weaker affinity. That's so dumb.
Go away. Stop going into the tiny.
Whatever, he's dead.
Reaper. He did.
See, this is where the auto tech gets kind of stupid. So I'm probably gonna take auto off after this.
No, right side.
We'll let it run one more time and see, but yeah, this is where auto attack gets kind of silly, or the auto run gets kind of silly, because it's not very good. It's not very good to begin with, but their prioritization is so bad. So attack that one. Yep.
I can't speak to myself most.
Okay.
And I think I was.
They have 3 heals now.
Hour and 13 minutes, boys. I really should have attacked him.
Oh, he got me.
You know, the only problem with getting this set up early
You
on
guys got this.
is there's no real problem. Just skilling up is gonna would be a pain in the butt. Because legendary tomes, and then you need epic tomes, and they both have skill. They have 3 skills and 3 skills, so it's a lot to skill up. Plus ascension.
I'm going back. Oh shit.
That AoE heal is just too good. Attack her. What are you doing? Good gravy.
Ooh, give me the taste. Okay. Uh-oh. Touch it, Diva. Oh, no, Diva.
Well, that wasn't very useful. Oh shit, Juliana's about to be 20. We're about to get that kill everything with the level 20 group challenge done. That's convenient.
Left side, left side. Versus just Worl.
Yeah, these guys can be annoying too because they don't they have high crit and they shield themselves when they do the damage, and it just takes longer to kill. So when they're on the first and second wave of dudes, especially when you're going against this affinity, it can be tough, which makes it a little annoying to try and clear through these. That's why this is kind of such a hard stop as well. So this kind of goes back to like if this were a normal run, at this point I would have my Minotaur tier 1
Back to crazy back.
unlocked for all my heroes that I'm starting. Plus, probably I'd have 2 3-star ascensions
Go right.
at this point. And typically at this point too, my 8th or whomever my first hero select would be a little bit higher because I would have farmed a little bit on some lower tiers
Right,
to run
right,
through.
right, right, right.
Usually Godfrey's because it's a pretty good spot to get stuff from. So decreased attack, that's good.
Lot of
It's
heals, lot of
unfortunate.
heals.
See, they just always crit for some reason. They have a really high crit rating. And it's really, really freaking annoying. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Oh my god.
I almost got it.
And then kill her. Kill the ones that do the most damage to us. See that unkillable buff, so stupid.
Helps a lot.
I mean, it's a good buff. It's a good buff, but it's so annoying. Even though I've got it on mine, I hate fighting creeps that have it. And then Lugan's just like, you can't do any damage to me. What a joke. Hello. The only thing that would make him even more powerful is if his heal actually healed himself. But I feel like that'd be too overpowered. So we just leveled up there. Cool. Boom, 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 boom. Vanguard, that's such a good ability. Why didn't he use his A2 there? Whatever. The auto doesn't ever seem to make sense. It's not very consistent, I feel like. And that's really frustrating when you got this going on.
Furious.
It's really frustrating.
Furious.
Oh, man.
No one wants to come to me when they call their name.
Welcome everyone to the stream that's just tuning in. See you guys watching the guest list go up a little bit. So what we did is we did a $10 pull. We pulled Lugan, and in gyms as well we pulled a Crimson Helm and a Juliana, as well as some other stuff like an Alika. So this is a really fortuitous pull on a fresh account, normal run. Only $10 is spent. And as you can see, we're 3 hours in and we're already on tier 11, which is a really good timing. Normally at 4 hours, I'm at like tier 10, tier 9, tier 10, with good RNG. But this RNG we're close to completing. So for you guys that tune in, if we end up clearing in 4 hours, or if I end up pulling another legendary within that time period, I'm gonna give this account away to whoever's still active in chat. So we'll do like a raffle or something like that. So if you guys are enjoying it, by all means, just let me know. If you have any questions, I do different builds all the time. Try a lot of different stuff. I do a lot of out-of-the-box builds too, like using ad monitors to run, you know, or doing Sora stuff like that. So we do a lot of different things as far as trying out and experimenting. So I feel like it gives me a pretty good perspective on kind of out-of-the-box builds. And of course, if you want to partake in the trivia, just go ahead and answer the questions, and you get some extra tokens and stuff that'll help for the raffle, because it'll be based off of that. So. Bum, 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 bum,
Pocket it by Mercy. Cameron, to the right. Get off on Mercy.
bum, 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 bum. Now you can see that they're starting to chunk pretty hard. This is like I said, this is the tile set that messes up a lot of people the most, and this is where you'll get a lot of damage done to you, especially because all 4 of the starting heroes are magic affinity, and you'll deal with primarily force affinities up until stage 6, where you'll get a lot of green affinities or spirit affinities. So as you can see, Juliana and Aethel are not surviving that well in this. Of course, you attack the guy that has auto attack. So, chunking them down. And that just such a game changer. I feel bad for the Bronze Arena teams too, because this guy's gonna be on defense. They're gonna have a hard time beating him. Both of them will. We like ability locking.
Let's go to point. Let's go to point. You guys are just split up. Just split up.
It's not very cool.
You're all fighting your own battles. 2 down. Told you.
Not much of a struggle here.
Stay right. Stay right.
And this is where you wouldn't be able to auto attack either. I don't really like that return damage though. We might actually die here. What? No, will we?
Point.
No, we died here. What? Oh my god. We did die here. Time to take it off auto. So we finally, this is our first death. This is our first wipe, guys. This is our first wipe. So we're on 11-4, 11-5, whatever this is. Okay, so just to give you an idea, so bodyguard increases defense. Obviously, we want to increase the defense of our team. We want to bodyguard that. Bodyguard on these guys. With Aethel, we're going to do her A3. We'll do her A2. Obviously, it's not a ton of damage. This one will do the HP burn. Oh, that's not the HP burn, shit. And then, of course, Vile Tongue. This is the one where you provoke and do the block damage. So that way, at least have that minimize the damage that goes on there. Obviously, HP burn. And we'll attack. Since he's got the HP burn, we'll attack him. We don't want to kill. We don't want to kill off that, so kill this little guy right here. We'll do this. You're gonna hear the dogs barking in just a second, so we'll double attack that. Good kill. And then since he has HP burn, we'll kind of attack this guy. Let the HP burn go off, so it can hit both of them. And then we'll chunk. And then we'll chunk. Okay. So did that. So now we got 2 shield guys, and these guys aren't too bad. So this is Mark of Silence. This is where you attack all enemies. This is where you close their abilities off. does decent amount of chunk. We're gonna do that. We're not gonna worry about the green affinity because he'll die. Lethal partner places it. So we'll do that on this guy. Just to get him low. And then of course this is your on guard. This is increased defense. We should have done that earlier. We're not going to worry about that. We're just gonna kill this guy. So he does that, not a big deal. Continuous heal. It's kind of a no factor as far as damage output goes. So we're just gonna kill these guys. We're gonna kill these guys that give us the most damage issues. Mainly because they can crit and they can do a lot more damage than what that guy can. He can crit and he can do that, but it's not very. It's very minimal on the damage that gets done. So we're gonna kill this guy, and then unfortunately we have to attack him. So we're gonna hopefully kill him on this one. Yeah, good. Okay. So we're going to. You always want to kill this lady first. That's where they goofed.
A lot of damage right there.
That's where they goofed earlier. So we'll do this.
Push to the left.
We're gonna focus this little chick. You never want to get this guy to 50% either, if you can avoid it, because he's got a secret ability that does an AoE damage, and we don't like that. We don't like AoE damage, and of course the freaking taunt gets resisted. She does immortality. That's obnoxious.
Oh, interesting.
Got chunked there a little bit. Not a problem. We're gonna silence their abilities, and then we're gonna focus this guy right here. So this will always be your kill target no matter what. Whatever your team comp is, you're always gonna want to kill her first because she does chunk. She chunks hard. So we'll kill this guy. That's the hidden ability, hidden skill unlocked. It does a sizable amount of damage, so you typically don't want to get to 50% till you've killed everything or you've secured yourself like a good heal, or you can kill him 50 to 0 pretty quickly. It's not super intrusive.
Hey!
Thank you. It's not super intrusive, but it can be annoying. Kitus is actually not bad if you can get him early game. I've never found him to be like an in-game hero, but that's just personal preference. Mainly because he has to have a lot of damage done to him in order for him to be useful, and that's
Find a shield reaper.
not a very good build. So he's gonna do his ability here. So let's see. Let's do this. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll do that right there. Trying to avoid getting 50%. Nah, that sucks. It's not what I wanted. We kind of goofed on that one because we didn't kill anything, but we killed something that time, so that's fine. We'll still get the heal from it, and we'll get our shield on the next turn right here. So shield makes convenient. We'll chunk. We'll chunk, and we'll chunk. We want to chunk these boys as hard as we can, because we don't want to get crit to death. So we'll let the HP burn kill him, and we'll focus on that. And it didn't kill him. That's so stupid. Oh my god. We'll chunk. So we got 2 kills there, that's fine. Damage return's kind of annoying too, but it's not really a factor. We're not gonna worry about doing our shield on him. That's very nice of you to kill 2 of my guys there. I don't remember her having an AoE before, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Give her a little protection. We're gonna chunk this guy just to try and get out with it. Spikes. And do all that, of course. Why not?
Ken.
Lock all their abilities. I wonder if you can lock hidden abilities. That'd be pretty cool.
Ken.
We'll have to test that. We'll test that sometime soon. Huh.
The nut. Nuts is just sitting on the patio. He's literally sitting on the patio.
That's funny.
Like he's sitting on the patio on the chair, eating his nuts. You see him?
I gotta see this. Hold on.
Oh no, they don't. Oh. Hey!
Stop.
Hey!
Hey, stop. Stop. Don't jump on the door. So we have this squirrel called Nuts. He likes to taunt our German shepherds, and so he was eating nuts on our lawn chair outside, right next to the patio. and so the dogs want to go play with him. But they've never caught Nuts because Nuts is a fat squirrel that's really fast.
No.
So that yelling in the background is the missus yelling at the dogs because they're scratching at the door.
No, I don't like that. That was hilarious. It was literally just the fat squirrel sitting on the chair. Like he's just going.
I wish we had gotten a picture of it. That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
Who are you talking to?
Mainly myself.
Oh.
It's the best kind of conversation.
I'm glad you can entertain yourself.
Smartest person I know.
Oh my god. I'm not cool with you guys slamming it.
Good, we got the taunt off. That's good. On 3 of them too. On the 2 chunkers. That's what we want to get on. Because that minimizes so much damage there. If you ever get a taunt ability, a taunt character early on, you definitely want to try and take advantage of it as much as possible. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Taunt is so good in the respect that it allows you to minimize a lot of damage that you take, and if you can get one early on that allows you to kind of minimize it on these maps, it makes it even better. I feel like Taunt's a really underrated ability, and you can use it a lot in Arena too. So we're gonna chunk this lady. Always kill these ladies first, the staff ladies. Sinesha and Skullcap and whatnot, because they're incredibly overpowered. So we'll put on him. And then we'll shield everyone. Okay. And then we'll kill her. Let's let the HP burn stay there. So she's gonna die, unfortunately. Yeah. Saw that one coming. But at least we'll get the opportunity to. Okay. So we'll do this first. Not like we really need to. Of course. Ability lock. Cool. I love that. Thank God he didn't lock the wrong abilities. So we'll attack. Resisted. It's unfortunate. She's gonna die here probably. We're gonna do this. Boink. We're gonna lock their abilities because that's how we roll, boys. Okay. So my abilities are no longer locked, so we're gonna do this. So we're just gonna chunk her down. We're gonna chunk him down, Lystrus or whatever his name is. So we got 54 minutes left, boys, to clear 12. 54 minutes left. I think we'll put Juliano with the Cruel. What do you think, chat? Should we put Juliano with the Cruel so we get the ignore defense? We'd be replacing my offense, so let's see what the Cruel does. What the substats are. So you go speed, HP percent, resistance, accuracy, crit damage. And what's the shield? Crit damage. So I I lose crit rate.
He brought this too?
Huh? What are you doing? No, this is my computer Xbox controller.
I thought that was the
No. My Xbox. This is from my computer. What are my other options? Immortal. We don't want to give up our immortal. Suppose we could see. Let's just see. We'll see what we roll on it if we upgrade it. Makes her a bit tankier. Fuck it. We'll go with a little bit tankier build. And then we'll upgrade this. Maybe we'll get crit damage. We'll just get a lot of crit damage out of this. 6% crit rate's a lot to lose though. Unfortunately. Well. Lady luck be with us, boys. Lady luck be with us. Accuracy for the debuffs. I can dig it. Set bonuses will always take precedent over substats on these early characters. Unless it's just like the perfect stats, you're not going to benefit anything by doing. Let's see. We could give a HP though. Defense, crit rate. So crit rate. Yeah, but we don't have the gloves. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Okay, so challenges, claiming 3-day XP. Oh, we got a skill book too. Let's claim it, boys. So we use that on Aethel real quick. Use that on Aethel. Good. Leveled up day 2. We like that. And we'll claim our 100,000 silver. Or 30,000 silver, whatever it is. Okay. So I'll do the first one. I'll do the first round auto, because I have to pee. And then after that, I'll doobie. And then I'll do it all after that. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna auto and I'm gonna sprint to the restroom.
I hear you.
You know, we're not gonna play with the squirrel. We're not playing with nuts. We're not playing with nuts, no. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's unfortunate. Aethel died again. It's funny, I'm preaching how good she is and she just keeps getting wrecked. Normally she'd have 8-10 HP extra here, and she'd be a little tankier because she'd be higher level. Again, just kind of breezing through this with Lugan, the man, the myth, the legend. So normally you want to kill the dogs here first because they ignore defense, which is very problematic because they chunk. There's just no two ways around it. They chunk a lot. So they do lots of chunking. They do lots of chunking. Oh no, our trivia's ended. Even with an XP scroll or XP boost, these things are still leveling pretty slowly. Alright, oh yeah, we're taking it off auto. Shit. We're gonna kill these doggies real quick. It's a little obnoxious. AoE damage. There we go. Chunk away. So we'll just kill her. We'll kill her. Can't do anything about that. He's gonna do his AoE. Oh, good. He already did it. Okay. Always want to chunk the doggies. So we'll use that. Ability lock them. That's super good. Holy shit. We'll just do our A1 here. We'll chunk doggos. And so they're ability locked, so they can't do AoE. Which makes it really easy for us to just kind of go through this. So, dead. We're not even going to use our A2 here, since we're about to kill him. Oh, that's so upsetting. How could you not? It's okay. We got the kill there. And now everything will be up for this, so we'll clear through this pretty quickly. So, no, no, it won't be. Okay, cool. Well, Chung, I wish you didn't use a charge on your shield. I really wish you didn't use a charge on your shield. I'll say that. When you did your A3 as Aethel. But I get why. I understand the mechanic. I just wish it didn't. That's the biggest drawback to her is when you do have like a multiple buff team, you can't really take advantage of it and have that unless you have an increased attack on someone else. So we'll just kill something. Doesn't matter what. They're all gonna die. Except him. He's not gonna die. Well, now he's dead, but you get it. Okay. Gosh, you ever get that feeling, chat, where you feel like you have a booger in your nose and you're afraid like people are gonna see it, but you know there's not a booger in there? That's what I have right now. I don't know, chat, do you guys see a booger? I don't see a booger. You see a booger? Right up there. Almost at the finish line, I know. Chunking on these boys. This would be the fastest run I've ever done, too. So, we'll ability lock them, if we can. Good. Good. And then we should get a kill here. Maybe two? Close enough. Right? Yeah, so we'll kill her. Almost at the finish line with time to spare, too. So we'll guard, because I don't have an AoE ability. We'll try and focus on Juliana. Oh, so I don't know if you saw it, Mike, but I pulled a Juliana, too, and an Alika. Pulled some pretty strong heroes. Like the best RNG you could get. So you got a Clan Boss Killer here, Clan Boss Killer here, Clan Boss Killer right here, and then a Clan Boss Killer right here. Kill the dogs. Please kill the dogs. And then... HP burn. The best RNG like anyone could ever want. Did she remove my buff? What a whore. Unacceptable. Well, we drew that on an extra turn so I could get my cooldowns for this. So hopefully it's all up. Yeah, good. So they're all ability locked. That's good. We'll kill him. And then that's not going to be up, so we'll kill him. Or her, or whatever. It. And then boink. And then boink a town right there. It's actually insane how fast we're memeing through this. 39 minutes left. Hopefully we can do it, boys. We'll protect here. And we'll attack the dog. And we'll kill him. And then we'll taunt. And then she'll do AoE. And then we'll kill her. We'll kill her, and we'll put the shield up just in case, so I don't take extra damage. Not that we need to, but... Woo! Woo! Most damage has been done to Luke in the entire game. Okay. And then we'll do our 8-2. And this will clear. Should kill the dog. Close to it, whatever. He dies right there. And then our A1 isn't up. Or A2 is up. So try and kill him. Try and kill him. Block debuffs. Okay, cool. Whatever. Oh wow. So we'll do that just to be safe. We don't wanna lose no one just yet. So we'll taunt her. We don't like that. That way when the bombs go off, I'll have the immunity to that as well. So kill. And then we'll kill. And I think we're on stage 6 now? Stage 5. Cool. Okay, so reduce this right here. A3 and A2 for the extra damage. Not lucky enough to get a crit, but they're all low. So we'll clear that out. That'll bring us around 2. So we'll guard here and we'll attack Doggo. We'll do HP burn on this guy. Oh wait, he can remove buffs. I should have done the other dog. Shit. Not a problem. We'll taunt. So it doesn't block it once it's on there. That's kind of dumb. Because it does it on other ones, I thought. Oh yeah, she was asleep. Gosh dang it. He's gonna take some damage here. He's gonna get chunked. No, just focus on the kill. Don't use the AoE. Kill the doggo. Wow. She chunked right there. Alright, so now we do ability cooldown. Or ability lockdown. We do our A3, then our A2. And then we'll just kill. get rid of her really quickly. Kill him. And then we'll kill him. And then we'll be going into stage 6. With almost 35 minutes to spare. Fuck it. We'll do the taunt. Okay, so we got that. Good. So now we'll do protection, so they don't get chunked. We'll attack this hound. We'll put the HP burn on him. Or he'll resist it, like an asshole. We'll go with the defense. Just minimize the damage we take here, that's all we gotta do. That way for round 3 we'll have it. So we'll do AoE. And then we'll do A2. That'll put the poison on. He should die next turn to poison, so let's see if we can just kill him. She's dead. Oh no, she's asleep. That's unfortunate. He did not die to the poison. Oh my good gravy. That's embarrassing. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so we'll do ability lockdown. Lands on 2. You do the A3 here. And then we'll do our AoE. She has nothing, so we'll kill him. Or we won't kill him. That's upsetting. I don't know if the protection is going to save her, unfortunately. It might. It might. No. Definitely didn't. It's unfortunate. So, chunk. Okay. Chunk. There we go. Stage 7 now, right? Stage 7, boys. This is for all the potatoes right here. This is for all the potatoes. Okay, so we'll use that now, and then we'll try and save our taunt for the second wave. Good. So we'll protect here. Focus on her. She'll probably end up dying, so I'm just gonna use the shit. Well, that's not good. We don't want those bombs in there. Those bombs do a ton of damage. I'm gonna use the taunt to avoid the bomb damage here. Or else I'm a deado. So my Aethel's gonna die. That's unfortunate. Hello. So good. Yeah, so we're gonna die to this boss. I can already tell. I wish you could ability lock freaking bosses. I feel like it'd be so much better. Okay, so here we go. Okay, not a problem. We still got time, boys. We still got time. Let's see. Is there anything in the market? No. Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll give her that blue potion. Okay. And we'll upgrade some items. I think I got a progression too, right? 20? No? Just new still. Okay. I guess we'll try and get everything up to 8, maybe? Will we do that? Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. It's not a very good. It's not very good at all. Oh my gosh. We don't want to waste too much on it. Don't want to waste too much on getting 8 stars. Oh, there we go. Shoot. And freaking this guy's not even upgraded. Oh my goodness. This guy's not even upgraded. Crit rate maybe? Speed maybe? Who knows? Alright. So we've got 13, we've got 28 minutes left, fellas. 28 minutes left to clear normal in 4 hours. Obviously, this was an incredibly lucky run because we pulled a legendary Crimson Shield and Alika and Juliana. But this will be the fastest normal run that I know of. On a $10 spend. Obviously, if you spent more money and you got a little bit better RNG, you could say some other stuff. But for argument's sake, this will be the fastest run on the $10 spend that I've seen or know of. So. All right, so that should be. take advantage of the set bonuses here. This last boss can be a little tricksy too because of the insta kill ability that it has. It can be really annoying. Okay. All right. All right. Not like we need those, but okay. Campaign. Oh, hold on. Let's see what the jewelry piece is. I've got to. There's only one person that can really wear it, but Night Revenant. Who would be a Night Revenant of our group? None of them. That's unfortunate. Totally unfortunate there. All right. This is for all the potatoes, boys. So we'll do this. See, that's much better. Because then I don't have to use any abilities here. Good. We'll do that. I don't know, it's almost worth it to try and focus on the other dudes just to put those bombs on. I don't really want to... Well, if I taunt, there we go, they can't do the bombs. So that's fine. That's manageable, but now we have to kill them. Now that she's using AoE, so we'll focus on this one. Okay. I'm gonna use the burn on them. Cool. So much better. Obviously upgrading gear plays a huge factor in it. 9-day difference. All full HP, all alive. Okay, so we're gonna do the ability cooldown. We'll do our shield. Stop. Kill. This is where he gets tricksy, because he can do his that thing right there, apparel. I always forget what it's called. Super obnoxious though. Okay, so now it's just me and him. And there's no limit on his peril, so he can cast it as many times as he wants. We did it, boys!
Run! It's gonna be a left click. It's gonna be a left click.